Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to Ditch Witch Diaries. We are now in the last and final planet, Pluto, and we're going to talk about it being a planet and all about the plants of Pluto. And let's just get started, shall we? The herbs of Pluto, and I loved that picture. So we're
That's
back with. I'm back not fighting with AI. I'm on good terms.
Do you know what those like blue balls in the bottom left corner are supposed to be?
I have no idea what they're supposed
Me either. They look pretty cool though.
to. They do. I see lilikoi over here, which is what,
Yeah.
passion fruit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Huh.
they're all funny.
Interesting. Cool.
I know. So as you can see, there's the little symbol for Pluto as well over right next to the planetary correspondences. There's that little bitty Pluto symbol there. And the element is water. And the deities, I found a bunch of deities, which I love. So, okay, before we get into deities, though, have you been watching Chaos on Netflix
No.
with Jeff Goldblum?
Oh no.
Holy crap, it's good. Have fun. You must go and watch that. Highly recommended. Like it's funny. It's not perfectly true to mythology, but it's really fun.
Nice.
It's funny and it's just good. I'm enjoying myself quite a bit. So
Nice.
yeah, like all the players are there. Like Hera's having an affair with Poseidon. Like there's like all this shit that's going down. Like Dionysus is involved, and who are the two like kind of main players are like Orpheon and Eurydice, and like he gets her out of Hades, out of the underworld, and so like Hades involved. It's really interesting. Anyway, it's really cute. It's a cute take. Anyway, so on with the deities of Pluto. I say that and you'll see why. So the deities are Alcyone, I don't know, Alcyone or Alcyone, who is, and I put who these people are if I wasn't immediately sure, and I didn't. That's a bummer. Anyway, it's a Greek goddess of the sea, the daughter of Aeolus and wife of, I don't even know how to say these names, Sakes or Cakes, KX. One of the that's Alcyone is one of the Pleiades seven sisters. So is that Kells or Cells? It's an Etruscan earth goddess, and I did not bold the name. Ereshkigal, so is a Mesopotamian Sumerian goddess of the underworld. So now you get a little bit about where we're going here. Going down into the underworld, but also Gaia and Hel, who is the Norse goddess of the underworld, decay and death. Si Wang Mu is the Chinese goddess and it's one of China's oldest deities. She resides in the Kunlun Mountains and presides over a cosmic axis that connects heaven and earth, controlling time, space, life, and death. She is often translated as the Queen Mother of the West, though a more accurate translation might be Spirit Mother of the West, as her name signifies spiritual and ancestral power. Zi Wang Mu's present, and that's an alternative spelling, presence in ancient Chinese texts highlights her role as a powerful eternal figure associated with immortality, the cosmos, and the afterlife. I don't know why I went off, but I liked her. Now let's Ihatiku is a Pueblo corn goddess. Kalma is a Finnish goddess of death and decay. The Morrigan. Ooh. Persephone. I love, by the way, Persephone is this like rad black woman in Chaos. I love it. It's so rad. Sekhmet, which is the Egyptian goddess of the sun and healing, but also of plague and pestilence. The Titans and the White Lady, which I found is more of an archetypal themed goddess. Her theme is found in many cultures, and she is a portent of loss, betrayal, unrequited love, death, and murder. So her This archetype is found in Brazil, Canada, there's no Czechoslovakia anymore though.
Yeah.
Estonia, Germany, Hungary, Indonesia, Malta, the Netherlands, the Philippines, Russia, Serbia, Switzerland, Thailand, UK, and even in the US.
Nice.
So crystals and stones are aventurine, bloodstone, garnet, which another one, jet and ruby and topaz. I know Pluto is your lane.
I know.
We're like right in Raven's lane. The colors are black, brown, dark red, gray, and purple. Hence the purple.
Nice.
So more planetary correspondences. The metals are steel and tin. The animals, as you might suspect there from this little guy, are the fox, but also the phoenix and the scorpion, because the astrological sign is Scorpio.
Nice.
The tarot is the Hierophant. The day of the week is Tuesday. So Pluto. These are kind of more like the herb correspondences. So not he, the reproductive system, and especially the uterus, the vagina, the testicles, the penis, and related reproductive organs, also the bowels and the excretory system. The realm is death and resurrection, reproduction, and elimination. The humor is phlegmatic. The function is to dispel waste. And the qualities are, it's moist, but I found that it was both extreme hot and extreme cold, both of it. So how does Pluto show up in your chart? Well, so let's talk about first about like its whole thing. Is it a planet? Is it not a planet? So Pluto was first found in 1930, and it was downgraded because the International Astronomical Association changed their definition of what a planet was to make it a more strict definition. It had to meet these two standards, and Pluto didn't meet one. But interestingly enough, New Mexico still recognizes it as a planet. So New Mexico just is like, fuck you. We'll recognize whatever the fuck we want. We don't give a shit what the International Astronomical Association says. We like you, Pluto. So, I know, pretty funny. It takes 248 years to go through the zodiac. So it stays in, but interestingly enough, it's not like uniform amount of time. It stays in a planet either between 12 and 32 years, depending on where it is. And its influence is abstract, and it's not immediately felt. So that makes it what? A generational planet. And it shows the reforming and destroying urges. It rules the deepest subconscious and rules transformation and regeneration, and it can bridge the spiritual and material worlds. And we saw that a lot with the goddesses, and even with Gaia being in there, it's that bridge, that gap that bridges the gap between the spiritual and material worlds. So here's mine. And I did not do everybody's this time, so everybody will have to look up their own generation. But if you are in my generation, which is a lot of Gen Xers here, it's Pluto is in Libra. So we are driven to explore and transform the dynamics of our personal and social relationships. So this involves breaking down outdated patterns and relationships and seeking deeper and more meaningful connections. We have a strong drive towards fairness, equality, and social justice. There's often a desire to challenge existing social structures and create more balanced and just society. It brings this Pluto in Libra brings into a focus on power dynamics within relationships. There may be a tendency to explore control, influence, and equality in partnerships, whether romantic, professional, or social. And you, darling, have your Pluto in Scorpio.
Nice. Yes.
So you experience emotions with great intensity. That's like a double, like really little bit. Shocking.
Oh,
That's just
I already have
shocking.
so many emotions.
I know, so many, so many. So there's a strong drive to understand the depths of psyche and confront deep-seated fears, desires, and taboos. They like this generation is they experience significant personal and societal transformation, and there's usually a fascination with topics that are considered taboo or hidden, such as death, sex, the occult, and the mysteries of life. This generation tends to challenge societal norms. They may struggle with issues related to power and control, both in your personal lives and in the world around you. So now we go to Pluto the god, who this is the worst representation. Sorry, AI, but you fucked up on many fronts. Let's go through what you fucked up on. So first of all, Pluto is the god of the underworld, and he's different than Hades in some distinct ways. So the name Pluto is derived from the Greek word Pluton that means wealth. Okay, this is because precious metals and gems come from the earth, which he controls. Okay, so Pluto is also considered the god of wealth. Okay, Pluto is, so that's unlike Hades. Like Pluto is considered a wealth god as well. And in this, we know about the abduction of Persephone, but Pluto, his too is the abduction of Proserpina, is the what is it called?
Like the equivalent?
Yeah, thank you, the equivalent. So Pluto, and again, another wrong thing, he's often depicted with a bident, which is a two-pronged staff, and accompanied by Cerberus, the three-headed dog. So we've got a three-headed staff and a one-headed dog, which is all wrong. And this three-headed dog guards the entrance to the underworld. In some myths, and this is an interesting little thing too, Pluto possesses a cap or a helmet that makes him invisible. And it's a symbol of his elusive and mysterious nature. Very interesting. So what is so important about the plants of Pluto? Like what makes a plant of Pluto a plant of Pluto? That's fine. So it's often plants that affect sexual desire and the desire to make a baby. Get all sexed up. So plants with potent and concealed properties, plants that work on deep motivation, changes, and they work very slowly. Plants with extensive and well-established roots. Bulbs that remain underground in winter and sprout in spring and recede afterwards. Often, plants of Pluto are toxic or death-associated plants. And they are plants whose effects are altered when they're mixed with other plants, which is very interesting as well. So here's the master list of plants, and there's not very many on there, but some fun ones that kept coming up were patchouli, kava kava again, some other ones. Anyway, so there you go. You can take a picture of that, and there's my sources.
Very nice.
Exactly. So, okay. Thank you for joining us and learning about the plants of Pluto and Pluto in general and talking about whether it's a planet or not. I consider it a planet still. I don't care.
Yeah.
It's still a planet to me.
It's fine. I'm not going to reveal that from you. Yeah.
Anyway, thank you for joining us, and we will see you at the next Ditch Witch Diaries.